Okay, so hello everyone, this is Joy Banerjee from AIKD Support, and today we will discuss about Dockers. Okay, what is Docker and how it is different between like virtualization, in which cases we can really use in the real environment. Okay, and is Docker is the future of virtualization or not? Okay, so these are the things which we can really discuss about in this particular video. And if you have anything in your mind, please shoot out the question, and I will definitely answer in my forum in case you have any query which I'm not able to answer in this particular video or in the next series of the video. You can check it out. Okay, so you can subscribe this particular channel as well, because we are going to showcase especially in next few weeks on specifically on Dockers, and there are a few videos already there in the playlist of Docker on which you can also check it out. Okay, so so Docker is a thing like you need to check that how it works, right? So okay, I just want to check that I'm still live or not. Okay, I'm just trying to validate that. Give me a moment for that. So we are already live. So I just want to just cross check that we are live properly or not. Okay. Mhm. Okay, if I go to just be with me for a few minutes. I'm just trying to check that we are live. We are live, so that yes, we are live. Okay, so now I can see I'm already live. Okay, that's great. Okay, so now the basic question is what is Docker? Okay, so and how it is different between virtualization. So I will let you know. Okay, so for that, what I can do is, let's say if we talk about virtualization, what we have a physical server here, right? And we have multiple physical servers. Okay, on top of those physical servers we create VMs. Okay, so virtual machine is running on top of multiple ESX nodes. Okay, there is a layer of virtualization which is running here. Okay, and if any application is hosted on this, then what happens is there is one another layer of the OS is application is running on top of it. Okay, so we have two layers. One is like hypervisor layer, another is then we come into the OS layer. Okay, and then the virtual machine and the application, like applications are running on top of virtual machines. Okay, so what happens in the scenario? Let's say I've talked about a DR scenario or a development scenario. Okay, in case we have test, we have development, we have production. Okay, in that case, let's say you have multiple VMs. So this is for test, another VM which is for like dev. Okay, and another VM which is for production. Okay, so what happens is, um, let's say you want to all of them is having a different operating system. Okay, that means the application which is running, they are having a same sort of, we are trying to keep same sort of environment in each and every virtual machines. Okay, but there can be a possibility. There are some like we have seen that when we are doing patching, okay, on the servers, we specifically target step by step. Okay, let's say we target the test environment first, then we target the dev environment first, and then we go ahead and target the patching on production environment, right? So what happens is, if we talk about the application, it get into a situation where the application is having a different environment. Okay, different environment where they, you can say like where they can really there is a possibility that they can get a different environment in case when we have deployed a patch. Okay, so this is a scenario in case of virtual machine. Okay, which happens like, and I have seen we give same configuration, we give same environment to the applications, but still there are some scenarios when we are working from dev to production. Even the application team complains like, okay, my application is not running, and the ticket comes into the OS team, and they need to identify what exactly the issue is, because ideally they will say, okay, we have the same configuration, same OS version, but still my application is having some difference in performance or like that. Okay, so this is a very common question and common scenario in if you are doing a support this sort of cases, you will see that this is a very common issue which we get. Okay, so this is how we know that this is okay. This is a normal virtualization layer, how it works, how the virtual machines we deploy. Okay, let's talk about Docker. What exactly it is and why it is creating more boom in the market nowadays. Okay. First, I would like to just let you know that Docker is environment friendly. Okay, we can run Docker in Unix environment, like Linux, any Linux flavor, right? We can run in Unix environment, we can run in Windows environment, and we can also run it in Mac OS environment as well. Okay, in Windows of 2016, Docker has been already introduced, and you can really run Docker like Nano Server. Okay, so Nano Server is the product which is specifically designed for Docker. Okay, ultimately now it has been released for Windows Server 2016 for the users. They can also use it in their environment. So ideally, if we talk about Amazon cloud system, if we talk about Azure cloud system, okay, they all are using Dockers, okay, to promote and build and provide the services on top of a container. So Docker is creating a container. Okay, let me tell you what happens. Let's say you have a physical machine here. Okay, so in the physical machine you have some sort of OS, some CPU, okay, and some memory. Okay, now you can create multiple containers here. Okay, you can create multiple containers on top of that particular physical machine. Okay, what happens when you create containers? They have a set of boundaries. Okay, and that particular container can be loaded and can be transferred to any other locations as well very quickly. Okay, let's say we have deployed a particular OS already, we have defined everything, we have defined patches, whatever the requirement are defined, they are done. Okay, and when we deploy a container, you will see a video. I've already created a video how to deploy a container. Okay, but I just want to make you understand what how it works, right? So this is the physical layer, and in this particular physical layer, this container works in the level of kernel. Okay, that means let's say we have a set of services. Let's say I have given one service in this particular container. That means in that particular container, I will only get those processes are running. Okay, so that means the whole OS architecture is been taken from the physical server, but ultimately there are a set of services and process which are only selected inside the container. That particular service and the process will going to run, and it will only utilize the processes and the CPU and the memory which has been given to that particular container for that only those processes. So it is not going to interact, not going to disturb any other container which are running. And that means when we have different containers, then what we can do is we can run multiple applications, different applications, which, and even we don't need to really work on, like we don't have compatibility. Let's say you have an application which has a conflict with different application layer, or a different application which can create a conflict, they cannot run at the same OS or same machine, right? So we can deploy different containers for them, and they can run individually, and they will resemble as, you can say, okay, they will resemble as a virtual machine, but ideally they are a container which is holding a certain set of registries, a certain set of files, and some certain set of settings with the processes which are enabled. They can only run and do. So we can also set up capping. Okay, let's say you want that particular container only can use 1 GB of memory, and it cannot go beyond that. So you can set those sort of capping. And more interestingly, when you try to build a cluster, we can also set up multiple replicas which can be scattered in multiple machines. And you know, when we are building a cluster of Dockers, that means we say like a Docker Swarm. So when we build Docker Swarm, that means when we are getting availability of the particular application lifetime without downtime, and that's really a fact. In the future video, I'm going to show you how to create a Docker Swarm. Okay, and it will give you a possibility where that whole application is going to run in spite of failure of certain nodes. Okay, and that means we are getting 100% downtime of that particular application which is running on particular container, because we are having a multiple what I can say, we are having multiple containers and multiple machines. They are scattered as a form of replica. Okay, so this will be more easy to understand when we deploy the things in front of you. Okay, that is what I'm saying. Like, you just need to really subscribe this channel. You will go to the Docker. What do you say? You just need to go to the Docker channel playlist specifically, which I have created. Just subscribe this channel. Just shoot out your queries which you have. This is the first layer of the video which I want to really share with you. What exactly the Docker is? Docker basically a kernel virtualization which is running on top of machines, and they are set of containers which are totally can run independently. They are not going to mingle with any other application. They will not create any sort of conflicts with the application because they are running on setup, and they give very good performance. And you just need to keep a note that wherever the EC2 instance you are getting, whatever the Azure machines we are getting, they are running on top of Docker. Okay, Docker containers. So they are very powerful. These giant companies in IT like Microsoft, Amazon, and there are a huge number. Okay, I'm just not taking all of the numbers, but there are huge numbers. They are using Docker containers, okay, to publish them. Like I already talked about Nano Server, so I will show you how to install the Nano Server in the Docker as well. You just need to just be with me and just sign up. Uh, just subscribe this channel, and I will be shooting out few more videos. And also let me know if you need specifically want to know about Docker or any other topic in IT. Okay, I'm happy to create a video for you and let you know how the things will run on for you. Okay, and if you have any question, we have a different section like Ask Joy B. You can really go back to my website, which is aikidsupport.com. It has also a forum. In that particular forum, you can shoot out a question. I will happy to answer a create a video for you for a specific query which you have. If you have any query on DNS, if you have any query on any other topic which you have, like Active Directory or any other services like VMware, Hyper-V, anything else, right? PowerShell. So I'm happy to answer, happy to create a video for you so that you will get what exactly you're looking for. Okay. So I will be waiting for you. If you like this particular video, just give us a thumbs up, subscribe my channel, and if you have a question, do not wait. Just shoot out in the comment. I will happy to answer. If it requires to create a separate video, I will do that for you. Okay. Thank you very much. This is Joy Banerjee signing off from Take Care.